Welcome all friends. Let us spend an hour today, an hour and a half in our sadhana of chanting the mantras, sadhana of chanting Bhagavatam, sadhana of listening to the Bhagavata Katha, sadhana of understanding the bhakti and jnana secrets they are given there for our own implementation and evolution. So too we will study our Adhyatma Ramayanam also. Then we do our little chanting of Lalita Sahasranama Vadihi. These are our 4 programs now. Have patience, have prema, have perfect Shraddha, and as much as concentration possible. Let us try. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tavatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam Shukamukadamrutadrava Samyutam Vivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhavibhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Praveshya Mama Vasamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Kila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyanusha Hastacharana Shravana Tvagadina Pranana Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदी नदेभ्यो नमः शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः समस्त भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो वैशंपायनादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्य आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री आदि पराशक्ति मात्रे नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः। आद्य शंकराचार्य वर्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरणेश्वयाप्त्यर्थं समस्त सनातन साधक भक्त सेवकानां विघ्नशत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति संपदा साधनावाप्ति द्वारा सानुकूल्यतानां सिद्धि द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग् विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्य पारायण अध्ययनान् वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ दशमस्कन्धः। Having saluted all Rishi Muni Guru Devata, Bhagavatacharyas and our Gurus and Avataras, having done the Sankalpa, now let us relish, enjoy the Dashamaskandha. In this we are in 47th chapter. Here Shri Uddhavaji is in the Gokulam sent by the Lord for the consolation and teaching to all the Gokula Vasins. In the first episode, he was received by Nanda Baba. Nanda Yashoda narrated Krishna stories and those devotion. Uddhavaji's reply to them, the beautiful Jnana Vishayas we saw. The next day, he went to meet Gopikas. They saw him, they respected him, and they received him. They made him sit and all. Then they remember Krishna, Leelas, their viraha for Krishna and Dukha and Prema. Then they expressed it in a most beautiful form. Then the one of the Gopikas has through the medium of Brahmara spoke or sang that Brahmara Gitika. We have seen that the Prema, the Viraha, all those qualities they have. For Lord Krishna, it was fully depicted. Now, last sloka luckily was they inquired how is Krishna? Is he fine? Are his parents fine? Is he there in Madhupuri only? Will he come and look or meet his parents to see them? Will he come? So too will he put his Chandanayukta, Sugandhayukta Hasta on our heads to give his prema to us. In this way, the gopis have concluded their Brahmara Gitika. Now Uddhavaji has to reply, and he brought a heavy load of Jnana Sandesha, like all of us we do. So he'll have to unload it also. So he beautifully gives Bhagavan Krishna's unparalleled, great, beautiful Sandesham of Lord Krishna he gives to Gopikas. That particular portion today we will study. Later on, what they reply again finally, that also is a beautiful part of this Bhagavata, Dashamaskanda, this particular Sarga. Now let us chant from 22nd mantra. Okay, up to 38 once. These 17 mantras we will chant. We will try to see the meaning. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम दशमस्कंधः पूर्वार्धः अथ सप्तचत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच ओम अथोद्धवो निशम्यैवं कृष्णदर्शनलालसाः सान्त्वयन् प्रियसन्देशैः गोपी हृदमभाषत उद्धव उवाच अहो यूयं स्म पूर्णार्था भवत्यो लोकपूजिताः वासुदेवे भगवती यासाम् इति अर्पितं मनः दानव्रततपोहोम जपस्वाध्याय संयमैः श्रेयोभिर्विविधैश्चान्यैः कृष्णे भक्तिर्हि साध्यते भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भवतीभिरनुत्तमा भक्तिः प्रवर्तिता दिष्ट्या मुनीनामपि दुर्लभा दिष्ट्या पुत्रान् पतीन् देहान् स्वजनान् भवनानि च हित्वा वृणीत यूयं यत् कृष्णाख्यं पुरुषं परं सर्वात्मभावोऽधिकृतः भवतीनाम् अधोक्षजे विरहेण महाभागा महान् मेऽनुग्रहः कृतः श्रूयतां प्रियसन्देशः भवतीनां सुखावहः यम् आदाय आगतो भद्राः अहं भर्तूरहस्करः श्रीभगवानुवाच भवतीनां वियोगो मे न हि सर्वात्मना क्वचितो यथा भूतानि भूतेषु खं वायुवग्निर्जलं मही तथाहं च मनः प्राण भूतेन्द्रियगुणाश्रयः आत्मन्येवात्मनात्मानं सृजेऽहन्यनुपालये आत्ममायानुभावेन भूतेन्द्रियगुणात्मना आत्मा ज्ञानमयः शुद्धः अव्यतिरिक्तो अगुणान्वयः सुषुप्तिस्वप्नजाग्रद्भिः मायावृत्तिभिरीयते येनेन्द्रियार्थान् ध्यायेत मृषा स्वप्नवदुत्थितः तन्निरुन्ध्याद् इन्द्रियाणि विनिद्रः प्रत्यपद्यत एतदन्तः समाम्नायः योगः साङ्ख्यं मनीषिणां त्यागस्तपोदमः सत्यं समुद्रान्ता इवापगाः यत्त्वहं भवतीनां वै दूरे वर्ते प्रियो दृशां मनसः सन्निकर्षार्थं मदनुध्यानकाम्यया यथा दूरचरे प्रेष्ठे मन आविश्य वर्तते स्त्रीणां च न तथा चेतः सन्निकृष्टे क्षिगोचरे मय्यावेश्य मनः कृत्स्नं विमुक्ता शेषवृत्तियतो अनुस्मरन्त्यो मां नित्यं अचिरान् माम् उपैष्यथ या मया क्रीडता रात्र्यां वनेऽस्मिन् व्रज आस्थिताः अलब्धरासाः कल्याण्यः मापुर्मद्वीर्यचिन्तया ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So many beautiful waves, thoughts, informations, knowledges, very important data are given in these shlokas. Some of them we will see. And our job, as we said in the beginning, while going through those meanings, try to see have we understood. Has it brought any transformation in our bhakti or attitude towards Paramatma? That is what we have to see. As we saw in the yesterday morning class of Taittiriya introduction, ki anything we hear, listen, understand, what is the consequence of it in our life? Has it brought any noticeable required transformation change in us? If not, then the doing is waste, just like any amount of food we eat. But if it doesn't enter into the body, we continue to be weak. Then no use of that eating. There are some people खूब खाते हैं लेकिन फिर भी पतले दुबले बहुत खाते हैं. Some others eat less but they are very heavy. People think ये heavy वाला ज़्यादा खा रहा है पतलू कम. It's the other way around. So what's the use of that listening which is not seen in its consequential change in our attitudes and sadhanas? We from millions of lives have brought some definite swabhavas, most of which are Nastikavada, Bhautikavada, Ashraddha towards Paramatma, Adhyatmika. So deeply rooted. When a huge tree is very deeply rooted, uprooting it is not easy. If you remove the branches and all, again it will bring a spring out, or again it will be sprouting and growing the branches. In the same way, tough, difficult, but not impossible for a sincere seeker to uproot the wrong attitudes, notions for the life, for the Lord, for spiritual sadhana, etc. Replace the positive ones. And Lord Guru will give us data. Using that, we only have to make the life of our garden beautiful. Our garden of our life, so beautiful with flowers of wisdom, flowers of devotions, flowers of implementation of these theories in practice, and enjoying life roots. Let us try for that. So they have through the Maramara Gitika expressed their pure devotion for the Lord and longing for the Lord, viraha for the Lord. Excellent qualities they are. See, Abhibhata Madhupuriyam Aryaputra Aduna Aste. Is that Aryaputra is in Madhupuri only now? Smarati sa Pitrugehan Saumya Bandhunscha Gopan. Is he remembering the father, mother, and the house and all the relatives and other Gopas? Kvachitapisa Katha Naha Kinkarinam Gunite. Does it take the prasanga of us, remembering of us in any of the prasanga by accident, by chance? Bhujam Aguru Sugandham Murdhini Adhasyat Kadanu. Will he come and put his Agaru Sugandhita Hasta on our head? Murdhini means on the head. Will he touch us? That way was their conclusion. So, because Lord left without telling, and that emotional, devotional, loving attachment, so they spoke all those non-positive, seemingly non-positive manner, full of complaints. देखो, where do we complain? Only where there is prema. But the prema complaint क्यों बनता है? Because there is some swartha. Is it not? Which is very tough to give up. At least the company. See, they want nothing from Krishna, but Krishna's proximity. But that also is your expectation. That makes the prema as a complaint. Then we become dukhi. Like the children, why the parents have complained for children? Any children they won't have, but their own children. Why? Prema. ये लोग पढ़ाई लिखाई करके जिंदगी को संवार ले, दैट इज व्हाट इज देयर आशा. अदर देन दैट व्हाट डू दे हैव? सो टू द गुरु इफ ही स्कोल्ड्स डिसाइपल्स, ऐसे खामा खा क्यों करते हैं? बिकॉज यस प्रेम, दैट इज वाई. हियर ऑल्सो दे हैड दैट. नाउ उद्धव जी इज रिप्लाई. श्री शुक जी पहले कहते हैं अथ अथ मंगलवाचकम उद्धव एवं निशम्य, having thoroughly heard every of their expressions, explanations, everything, what was the essence he found in them? Krishna darshana lalasaha. They are in lalasa of having Bhagavan's darshana. And not again and again coming, going, wala. Shashwata Krishna darshana lalasaha. So, how many times this word came in Bhagavatam about them? Manmanaskaha madalapaha matchintakaha maddarshana lalasaha. Krishna darshana lalasaha. This is what at that time also we discussed, now also we discussed. To complain to the Lord, oh Lord, you're not giving us your darshan, etc. How much of lalasa we have for Bhagavad darshan? Today morning also this is discussed. Is that I have to experience the self, wala attitude, becoming stronger in us day by day through the study of our Shastras. Is it not? Or is it just going waste like the seeds sown in the sands? Is it not? Desert में, sand में, जहाँ मट्टी नहीं है मिट्टी, वहाँ आप डाल दिए सारे बीज, वो उसका होता नहीं रो पाई. Is our listening happening like that? Or is a mokshuta, jignasa growing? We have to observe it. That is the highest gain. After which only our true sadhana starts. Till that time, it's not sadhana, it's only trial and error methods for no reason, no consequence. Only that jignasa, lalasa is stronger. Therefore, they are Krishna darshana lalasa. Do we have that darshana? हमको तो डाउट ही है पहले तो. कृष्ण है या नहीं है, कहाँ है? That's why today in our yoga darshanam about Bhagavan's all three expressions, even though very short, we spoke. Is there as Parabrahma, is there as an Ishvara, is there also as an avatar. Ishvara Paranidhanadva. Tomorrow onwards, 2-3 days, we are going to study thoroughly what is Ishvara or who is Ishvara. Clear? So, lalasa हमका बढ़ना चाहिए, है ना, भगवत दर्शन. One type of lalasa is inquisitiveness, what it looks like. But to that, what it looks like inquisitiveness, when the prema also is added, that's called lalasa. You know, when you go to new city, you just have the jignasa कि इस शहर में क्या है देखने को. But in that शहर there is a temple of your beloved Lord, whom you are devoted to, Krishna or Shiva. Then there is different thing, not jignasa, it is lalasa. Is it not? I want to see my Lord there, beautiful. You know, like people go to Kashi, Mathura, Vrindavan. So two things they have. They go for sightseeing of all small little temples, but their lalasa is for the main Lord. Is it not? पहले मुख्य देवता का दर्शन, फिर उसके बाद. Some people तो आप मुख्य देवता को देख लिया तो दूसरों की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Each one has their own attitude. It helps them in their own way, in its own way. Nothing is wrong. Okay, so point to be learnt is what? Krishna darshana lalasaha. How much am I having the lalasa in me to have Brahma Atma darshanam, to have the Vaikunta, Saketa, Goloka, Kailasa, Adi, Loka darshanam, so too the Bhagavad darshanam. Like that, last few months, if you see in our Sankalpa, Purani Itihasa Ukta Bhagavata Darshana Artham, that also we are adding. Darshana Lalasa. Continuously we do, definitely Lord in one or the other form will give us darshan. I to have no doubt at all. अब कौन भगवान दर्शन देंगे, उनकी मर्जी. हमको तो सबका चाहिए, जो फ्री है वो आ जाएंगे. will गणपति देव गिव दर्शन, will आदिवरा शक्ति माता गिव, राम जी दे देंगे या श्री हनुमान जी दे दें या कृष्ण भगवान देवे कि ये इतने भागवत कर रहे हैं इतने साल से, चलो एक बार दर्शन दे दे. Why should we have any doubt? But we should have that lalasa. Krishna Darshana lalasa. Beautiful. Again, the same topic. All that beautiful heart of Krishna Darshana Lalasata is filled with all Durgunas, all the worldly desires. As long as those thorns are there, so long the glorious gulab of a beautiful Krishna Darshana Lalasa cannot be developed in us, protected in us, or fulfilled in us. That is why the 12th Skandha topics nowadays we are studying by having Lord Krishna in our heart, taking his help or asking him to remove all the impurities, Kali doshas from our heart. Therefore, with that pure heart, we'll have bhakti. Today we'll have the same topic here also, next Bhagavatam also, Adhyatma. All the three same. Manas Shuddhi का ही टॉपिक रहेगा. बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट. Okay. Atha Uddhava Nishamya Evam, having observed and understood them to be Krishna Darshana Lalasaha, that they are in Lalasa of Krishna Darshana. Santvayan Priya Sandeshaihi. Priya is Lord Krishna. With his Sandesha, trying to do the Santvanam to them. Gopihi, to the Gopis, Idam Abhashata. These things he spoke to them. What an excellent topic it is now. It has two portions. First portion, he himself acknowledges their greatness, gladness, the devotion unhesitatingly. Pakka, he has no doubt. Then he gives Bhagavan Krishna Sandesha. I don't think both we can do, but one part to hum karenge. What Uddhavji did from his side? First, Aho. Aho is Ascharya Yukta Ananda. Utsahayukta, Anandayukta, expression. Oh, great it is. Wonderful. Excellent. As we have exclamatory expressions in the languages, oh, great it is. What it is greater? Yuyam sma. You all indeed. Sma is indeed Purnarthaha. You are the ones whose artha is purpose is Purna. Fulfill ho gaya. Purnartha means this Purnartha Shabda can be explained in so many ways. Only one, two things we see. Ki Purna Artha means what? The real Purushartha is fourth moksha. वो आपके अंदर पूर्ण है. Second meaning is what? Purna is Paramatma. Artha means value. Purnartha means you have value only for that Purna Purusha Paramatma. Therefore, your Purnartha is you are fulfilled. We all are running in the world, and that running never ends because any achievement of the world is Apurnartha only. Dharma, Artha, Kama, ये तीनों माया से जनित है, इसका कभी एंड नहीं होता. Only through moksha we have the Purnarthata. So, Aho Yuyam Purnarthaha means you are moksha Purusharthi or Purnarupi Paramatma ka you are arthis or desirers. Therefore, you have fourth Purushartha you gained. Purnartha, आपकी कामनाएं सब fulfill हो गए. Means one, as a human being, what one has to do, the highest you have achieved. That's called Purnartha. Other than this, anything is not. Like in nowadays Telugu class, we are seeing everything is Abhara only that by which Akshara Parabrahma is experienced as self is Paravidya. So Paravidya Prapta only Purnartha. There also, how yam Purnarthaha. Then Bhavatyaha Lokapujitaha. You are all will be worshipped by, respected by, revered by people of all the lokas. Devata Loka, Bhuloka, Antarikshadi Lokas, they all do Gopika Puja. They do the remembrance of them, Katha Gana of them. They take them as an examples. Even Narji himself says, Yatha Vraja Gopikanam. Understood? So, Loka Pujitaha. Remember, they are only in that Vrindavan, in that village, in that jungle, just doing their work of milk taken from the cows and all, selling that, living only on that. Like when you go to an extreme remote villages, in your trip somewhere. Don't you see them very old, very uneducated, uncultured people of the villages? They are there only outside, but inside they are Purnata. They are Loka Pujita. Great. Then why Vasudeve Bhagavati Yasam Iti Arpitam Manaha? That on Bhagavan Vasudeva of you, the mana is completely arpita. Therefore, you are Loka Pujita Purnartha. So, what is the lesson for us also? Our Purnarthatva and Loka Pujyatva, though we don't want it, is in doing the Arpana completely of our mana only to the Vasudeva Lord. Not even little of the mana arpita anywhere. Mana with all its bhakti, shraddha, prema, sharanagati finally should be to the God. And toward the other people of the world, see them, in them also Bhagavan, or whatever for the Vyavahara required, that much. Like a doctor. He consoles, he lovingly talks to the patient. Only up to the time the patient is in the hospital. After that patient goes away, he will no more carry the load of attachment to that patient. It doesn't mean he hates also that patient. No, both are not there. Neither raga nor dvesha. Only prema, that also to the up to the work required. Anything more importance given, he will not attend to next patient. So to we are any extra importance given to anyone, we cannot become bhakta of Bhagavan. फाइनली तो जीवन मनुष्य का भगवत भक्ति से भगवान को पाने में ही सार्थकता रखता है. Is it not? Is there any doubt in that? If still we have doubts, means we are not listening regularly, or we are fortunate only in listening to the class. Essence of all that we don't deserve now. If we are not catching these very essential points, that the life is only to obtain God, basically. All these relations, friends, are all prarabdha. They are our prarabdha, we are their prarabdha. Punya phala, papa phala, sukha dukha, de dete. Bas. Usse zyada we cannot give reality value to it. That is samsara, that is moha. You know, ma kuru dhanajana yavan garvam kate kanta dhanagata chinta kate kanta kaste putraha samsaro yamata vichitraha. Everywhere we study that only. That striking the balance, doing the dharma with prema, more than that ability to withdraw, attend to your God, your sadhana, spirituality. We have to do that. So, you have such a great mana arpana to Lord Krishna, therefore you are Purnartha, you are Loka Pujita. Now the next loka comes here also, again in Ramayanam, everywhere same topic. Thank God, repeatedly we are given these knowledges. Morning classes also same we are seeing. है ना, ये वैदिक वे इट इज दैट विज्ञानमय कोश को ब्रह्म के रूप में उपासना करना. That is Vedic way of saying. Same thing the Puranic way, let the mind be devoted to the Puranic Devatas. Yoga Darshan also says that. Pranidhana karo Ishwar ka, but it talks in different way. That Ishwara, his name is this, उनका अर्थ भावन करो और उनके महिमा को मन में रखो, which is said in the 4 sutras. That is called as Pranidhana Bhakti in Yoga Bhasha. So Bhasha of Yoga, Bhasha of Vedanta Granthas is different. Puranic different. But all are recommending same thing. Our mind should be in devotion to the Lord, in devotion to the truth, in devotion to the Ishvara. Now the next sloka is very essential. Deep details I will not talk because same thing we'll talk in our 12th skandha also. Little difference only is there. The final outcome, but the things are same. What he says, कि ये याद रखना इस 24वां श्लोक को कि दान, giving the charities, by which our attachment to the vastus and the lobha goes away. Vrata, the variety of the vrata anushtanas we do, by which to some extent our erratic, indisciplined way of life is curtailed. Tapo, various tapasyas by which we do the indriya nigraha, homa, variety of havana, yaga, yajna, homa, japa, nirantara Bhagavan ka naam japa. So adhyaya, studying the Purana Itihasas or the Granthas talking about Paramatma. Samyama, controlling the mind. Samyam is yoga. Trayavekatra Samyamaha, we are going to see after the Ashtanga Yoga. It comes. Samyama is Deshakala Vastu Drishtya, controlling the mind. Samyamaihi, Shreyobhir Vividai Chane. And with so many other Shreyos giving sadhanas, like Tirtha Yatras, okay, then Mandira Nirmana ityadi, Annadana ityadi, many other Shreyobhir Vividai Anyahi, then Krishna Bhaktirihi Sadhyate, that Lord Krishna ke prati we will be able to develop devotion. These many things when we do on the name of Lord for a long period of time, then Bhagavan, by revealing His glory truly to our heart, gives such type of blessing or chavi by which the bhakti like the Gopikas have, we will develop for Krishna. अब देखो इनमें से क्या कर रहे हैं अपन? कुछ भी नहीं. And how can there be bhakti to Krishna? Krishna bhakti is not only looking at Krishna, doing namaskar, subha, sham. 24 घंटे Krishna alone should be there in us. Nobody, nothing should be important, including ourselves. That's what the Gopikas are. Bhakti. Bhakti, when you say, it should be Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti is 3 types. Nobody bhakti, you are having bhakti to other than God. That is one Ananya Bhakti. Second Ananya Bhakti is seeing ourselves as God, God as ourselves, like the Devatas do with Hiranyagarbha as per our Upanishad. Third Ananya Bhakti is Phalarahita Bhakti, Phala Asakti Rahita, Anya Kamana Rahitya. Bhakti alone is taken as fulfillment. So that type of bhakti will come only with these sadhanas. Dana, Vrata, Tapo, Homa, Japa, Swadhyaya, Samyama. 7. Shreyobhihi Vividahi. With so many other Shreyo Rupi Karma. Is it not? Guru Seva. And any crisis comes in society, that Seva. Pray. So many you add Shreyo Marga, Sadgunas, whatever that are given to us in Shastra. When they are done for a long time, then only we deserve to have that bhakti like Gopikas have to Lord Krishna. So by this sloka, Uddhavaji is very spashta रूप से telling us how Krishna bhakti is to be developed. और ये कृष्ण भक्ति उत्पन्न होने तक करते रहना. Like we are doing our Upanishad Adhyanam till our Nishtha. That only in Brahma Prapti there is moksha established, and our Nishtha in one of the selected sadhanas of any of the Upanishad we develop, we will go on listening. मैं तो करता रहूँगा मेरे लिए जो है साथ में रहेंगे. In the same way, about Bhagavan also, all these things we have to do, keep on till the bhakti is developed. Once the bhakti is developed, again the same things are repeated. Earlier they were done for creating bhakti. After that, expressing bhakti. There is nothing for a bhakta as a sadhana, as a sadhya, after reaching what to do. Only Krishna. भगवान के लिए सब करना, उसी में जन्म का धन्यता है. उसमें क्या होता है? That अलौकिक Paramatma Ananda expresses because through bhakti the antakarana has become so pure and divinized that the Paramatma Ananda expresses. That's why that Ananda is so greater even than Nidra, even than Samadhi. Therefore, the great bhaktas do the upasana of the Lord, seva of the Lord, even at the cost of Nidra and Samadhi. Nidra Sukha is very good Sukha. But where is Bhagavad Prema in that? Still Ajnana is there. Samadhi Jnana Jada Samadhi ho. Dhiko Samavastha mein karna. Where is the Chaitanya Atma Ananda? But when we are devoted to God, purely highest level mein, the pure Chaitanya Ananda expresses in that heart, which cannot be explained like Brahmananda cannot be explained. That is why a person who tastes that bhakti, न दिन न रात, न घर न बाहर, न खाना पीना सोना, कुछ नहीं, निरंतर they are in a Bhagavan's अनुभूति. We are surprised. यार सो जाओ. What सो जाओ? Reveling in devotion to Lord. Like a प्रेमी of the anybody in the world, वो भी फिर खाना पीना सोना सब छोड़ता है प्रेमिका के लिए. इन्हें लौकिक प्रेम only that is there. The अलौकिक पारमार्थिक दैवीय प्रेम, when it dawns in us, he will refuse even moksha also. I don't want. I just want to revel in this bhakti prema to Bhagavan. That's great. That is the greatness of that. And that is why so many sadhanas, when you all do for developing bhakti, only then by his anugraha the bhakti comes. So be on this job. Lage raho. दानव व्रत तपोहोम जपस्वाध्याय संयमै श्रेयोभिर्विविधैश्चान्यै कृष्णे भक्तिर्हि साध्यते. चलो बता दिया उन्होंने. No, these gopikas have never done. They must have done in the earlier lives. They are with Krishna and they wholesalely did all of them in one go. Now, Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhavati Vihi Anuttama Bhakti Pravartita Dishtya. Dishtya means great efforts. Dishtya is fortunately. Dishtya means thank God. Dishtya is highly appreciable. So, bhavati vihi anuttama bhakti pravartita. By you, the anuttama means वो वाला जिसके और उत्तम नहीं है. That is a parakasta in the uttamatva. So, bhavati vihi, by you anuttama bhakti uttama shloke bhagavati pravartita. So, he is just correcting or adding. You think you have prema for the Lord, for Krishna, but he is Bhagavan only. They also mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, they quoted Ramavatar, Vamanavatar. You know, that means they know कि ये Krishna Bhagavan ही है. Therefore, little bit that familiarity at the physical level they have seen Krishna, there was that problem. Krishna will answer it in his Sandesha to such type of problems. So they feel the proximity. Lord says, the prema bhakti at the mana level, if they are there at the physical level, then the manasika ananda prema will not be there with them. Therefore, he runs away. That's how. We'll see all that in detail tomorrow. So, bhavati vi anuttama bhakti bhagavati uttama shloke pravartita. On the uttama shloka, the great named and famed Lord, you have such a great bhakti. Dishtya, main point is what? Muninam api durlabha. Even the munis, yatis, sannyasis, they have taken up sannyasa or gave up the world, but the mind is still there. It has to be refined. It has to be exposed to so many of sadhanas as said above for a long time. Then only they also can get that bhakti. The munis have two problems. They have to be detached from the world and they have to attach to the Paramatma. Double problem. For the grahasthas, there's no detachment from the world. Only Bhagavatam के लिए भक्ति करो तो हो जाता है उनको. But इनको डिटैच भी करना होता है. जन्म से अर्जित वासनाएं, even they also have. Is it not? Which is very tough. An ordinary persons don't understand the struggle of such great sadhakas. But they know it, they go through it, they exhaust, they struggle for it. Only they know and their Guru and God knows all their struggles. That is why Muni Nama Vidurlabha Bhakti Pravartita Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Okay? Then, Muni Nama Vidurlabha. How? What's the greatness of Yuan? So, Muniyon ko bhi mushkil hai karna. Dishtya means aho, again, great. Wonderful. Putran, children. Sati, patin, husband. Dehan, your own deha asaktis. Swajanan, your own parents and in-laws. Bhavanani cha, your own house, comforts of the house, etc. Hitva, giving up all of them from your core of heart. Vrunita yoyam, you have vrunita, yoyam vrunite. In Kathopanishad we have seen. Varastume varniya eva vrunishva vittam chirajivikam cha. Maha bhumau nachiketastvamedi kamanam tva kam bhajam karomi. You saw in all Kathopanishad. So, yuyam vrunita, hitva yuyam vrunita. Above said list all of that you gave up and you have done the varana means selecting. Like swayam vara. Vara ko swayam chunna swayam vara. So, you have selected, you have chosen, vrunita means chosen. What? Chosen yat Krishnakyam purusham param. You have selected the Parama Purusha, Lord Krishna. See, Purusham Param Krishnakhyam. See, morning also, Klesha Karma Vipakashehi Aparamrushtaha Purusha Visheshaha Ishvaraha. Here also, Purusham Krishnakyam Param Yuyam Runita. How difficult it is, Hitva all. Putran, Patin, Dehan, Swajanan, Bhavanan. All of us, one or two things of these will leave, but not all. Is it not? And not only removing all of that, in the same place of the heart, having that extreme bhakti only for the Lord, selecting only the Lord. Who can do actually just simple common sense thought? Only they have transcended Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya. If not, if the Annam Prana Manomaya is not transcended, Mana with its desires, Prana with its hungers and all, Indriyas with its sensuous pleasures, cravings, Sharira with its Tamo Guna, it will pull us only down. So, whenever such things are said, they have given up attachment Uttarapati Deha, subjectively, spiritual standpoint say, it should be interpreted as they have transcended Anna Prana Mano Tadatmyam. हमको अभी पंचकोशों की दृष्टि से सब देखना, because we are studying so exhaustively panchakoshas. So yuyam vrinitaha purusham param. So by all these, one very strong thing given to us is what? Lord Krishna is Parama Purusha. So don't underestimate him to be only a human being. Same thing is happening in Adhyatma Ramayana again and again. Every Rishi Guru comes. Yesterday we saw Kabanda saying, Hey Rama, आप तो साक्षात परब्रह्म हो, कह दिया उन्होंने. Otherwise, just because he came in the Manushya Avatara Rupa, we take him as human and we just have no devotion, respect at all. We only are at loss. You know that Sevantakamani, when Jambavan gave it to his child, Jambavati, somebody, they don't know it gives so much of sona every day. They were only just playing it like a toy. उनको पता ही नहीं उसका value. So too, we generally don't have recognize the value of first the parents, second our gurus and acharyas, third the Bhagwan. We take them for granted and we only incur loss. If we take them sincerely, seriously, and develop all the due respects, devotions, and all obediences, we are benefited. Like भक्ति भाव आदर भाव से माता पिता का प्रणाम करो तो उनका सारा पुण्य धन दौलत सब मिलेगा. In the same way, if you are obedient to Guru, the knowledge given by him starts working on us. So too, if you have the devotion to the Lord, his kripa will give us everything. निर्विकल्प समाधि, देन असंप्रज्ञात योग, अरे सब मिल जाएंगे हमको. ओके, सो दिष्ट्या पुत्रान् पतीन् देहान् सृजनान् भवनानि चैत्वा वृणीत यूयं यत् कृष्णाख्यं पुरुषं परम. That is why you are so great. Okay, now last but one, sarvatma bhava adhikrutaha bhadivati nam adokshati. On Lord Krishna, you have accepted or understood the sarvatma bhava. There are 2-3 meanings again. Sarvatma bhava adhikruta means your atma, means panchakoshas. You have either transcended and have only Krishna in your heart, or all the panchakoshas you offer to him, or for you the Krishna alone is Anna Prana Mano Vijnana Ananda. That is the meaning of आपके 5 आत्माएं कृष्ण बन गए. This is one meaning. And other general meaning of Sarvatma Bhava is Sarvam Atma Eva. Everyone is expression of Krishna. So that meaning doesn't suit here, because that's how they were not seen. Though they saw in the search of Krishna in that Rasa Lila Ratri, they went on asking everyone. Therefore, here Sarva Atma Bhava means अपने स्व आत्मा के जो भी कोश हैं वही कृष्ण के रूप में आपने या कृष्ण ही आपके 5 कोश बन गए. ऐसा तो सर्वात्म भाव अधिकृत भवती नाम अधोक्षज. So their ananda is in Krishna, their vijnanam is in Krishna, their manomaya is in Krishna, their annamaya is Krishna, pranamaya, so Krishnamaya hai. Therefore, virahena, and all that you have shown to me in your words of viraha, he mahabhagaha, oh great you, Gopikas, mahan me anugraha krutaha. That you, when spoke all these things, it has become a very anugraha on me, because I could understand what is the meaning of true devotion. Uddhavaji, acknowledges, I am very fortunate here. I am blessed by Lord by sending me here and having met you, seen you, listened to you. I am really, may anugraha kritaha, I am blessed. Okay, now he says, Shruyatam Priya Sandeshaha. Now please listen the Sandesha of Lord Krishna. Bhavatinam Sukha. Definitely it will remove all the Viraha Dukkha and gives you Sukha. Yam Adaya Agataha. And I came bringing that Sandesha only of your Priya Lord Krishna. Bhadraha, O most respected you, Aham Bhartu Rahaskaraha. And I am the one who accomplishes the Rahasya Karma of Krishna. Some personal secret things, anything you'll have to do, he gets it done through me. Other work, there are so many other people to do. But अति रहस्यमय मुख्य है वो मेरे से कराते हैं. भर्तु रहा करहा. रहा मीन्स दी पर्सनल सीक्रेट थिंग्स. करहा करने वाला मैं उनका संदेश लेकर आया हूँ. Listen. Now Uddhavacha is not told. Straight away, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. And a great Sandesha Bhagavan gives for all of us. Wherein, first have devotion just like Gopikas, but don't make the devotion dukkha because of viraha. So through that prema, then the jnanam is added, then it becomes puraka, complementary. Just like when the jnana expresses as sarva prema, then the jnana is fulfilled. That's how bhakti and jnana are complementary to each other. That's why we always say, Soham inside, Dasoham outside. What is the Sandesha? Excellent topic. Let's study tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arvanam. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasa Purnamadaya. Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Shri Suta Sharanam Mama. Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Shri Narada Sharanam Mama. Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Krishna Priyam Sakala Kalmasanasanancha Mukti Kahetumiha Bhakti Vilasakari Santah Kathanakam Pivatadarena Loke Tirtha Sevaya Kim Narayanan Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeto. Om Swarge Satye Kailase Vaikunte Nastayan Rasaha Atapi Bandhu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchada Karhesito. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Para Brahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapurano Dvadasha Skandha Abhasascha Tirodhascha Yataschadhyavaseyate Sahasraya Param Brahma Paramatmeti Shabdyate Atha Trutiyodhyayah. Shri Shuka Uvacha Kalau Narajan Jagatam Param Gurum Trilokanatha Natapada Pankajam Prayena Martya Bhagavantam Achyutam यक्ष्यन्ति पाषण्डविभिन्नचेतसः यन्नामधेयं म्रियमाण आतुरः पतन् स्खलन् वा विवशो गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्तकर्मार्गल उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति यक्ष्यन्ति न तं कलौ जनाः पुंसां कलिकृतान् दोषान् द्रव्यदेशात्मसम्भवान् सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः श्रुतः संकीर्तितोऽध्यातः पूजितश्चादृतो विवा नृणां धुनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुताशुभं यथा हेम्निस्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयं विद्यातपः प्राणनिरोधमैत्री तीर्थाभिषेक व्रतदानजप्यैः नात्यन्तशुद्धिं लभतेऽन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्थं कुरु केशवं म्रियमाणो हि अवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिं म्रियमाणैरभिध्येयः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयति अङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत् कृते यत् ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्धरिकीर्तनात् ओम इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादश स्कन्धे तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्री शुकदेवोपदेशो नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः। ओम शान्ति शान्तिः शान्तिः। Friends, that these portions can be browsed through in 5 minutes by telling the literal meaning. But this being the last teachings of Shukadevji to Parikshitji, these are the last teachings of Bhagavad Purana. These teachings have all the threefold consequences of Kali dosha removal, then the guidance for the entire life, then at the time of departure, the sadhanas to be done, not to again enter into samsara, but to reach to the divine. All these beautiful things are told here. That is why we are giving sufficient time to go through these topics with all patience. But whether we spend 10 minutes and conclude it, or whether we study of it for one month, 2 months, all that is secondary. Have we digested what is said? Is the essence of it caught by us? Then are we now therefore committed to be making the sadhanas that are mentioned? That is important. But our intellects being diluted, memory being very weaker, devotional emotions being less, and that mind is fully attached to the Lord, or to the world, sorry. Therefore, for these many mistakes, shortcomings, even though so many times we study, the deep essential understanding or convictions are yet to come. But till it comes, we have to go on doing same thing. But one assurance is what? Suddenly, the whole conviction may not happen, but little by little happening. Like in the morning class, continuously bombarding with Brahma Jnana, Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana, Brahmatmaikya Bodha, Vachakosha, Atita Sthiti, sun ke kuch janam. Then in the heart, the thought will become pakka. Now I will transcend my Jiva Bhava by transcending my identity with the Panchakosha and discover my essential self. After that, the real sadhaka is born and he will do the sadhana of Sarvatyaga and then only Tattva Chintanam. We are on that path. है ना? सडन नहीं होता. आप बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन शुरू किया तो एक दिन में नहीं होता. स्टेप बाय स्टेप होता है ना? एनी काम कर्म जो भी करते हैं ना, धीरे धीरे बिल्ड होता है वो. Here also slowly our Tattva Chintana morning is getting built up. Mainly for those who are regular. Those who are having the Shraddha to Shruti Mata, Shraddha to the Tattva and Guru Parampara, for them. Those who are irregular, don't come. Unko फिर we can't assure you. You can't assure, then how can we assure? You assure yourself first to be regular, then it is. In the same way, these Shravanas in the evening we are doing about the need of Bhakti sadhanas and need of establishing in the heart, in our Lord in our heart, need of praying to Him to remove all the Kali doshas, need of surrendering to Him so that He will give us Salokya Samipya Sarupya Sahyajya, or while living itself LIVNG, He gives us the Yoga Siddhi, Isha Pranidhanat Ityadi, or even Tesham Ajnanajam Tavanashayami Atma Bhavastha Jnana Deepena Bhaswata. So once the Bhagavan is in the heart, let him give the Vritti Nirodhatmaka Sarupa Pratishtha. We'll do Pranidhana for him. So or let him give the Jnana Jyoti in our heart of Aham Brahmasmi. Or he may give us the Salokyadi Bhakti related Siddhis. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya and Sahijya. All that hoega. But before that, the Lord has to be made to be established in our hearts. But Abhikai, even this thought that Lord has to be in my heart, he has not yet become stronger. Before that, we don't even understand that in our heart, now I, the Jiva, I, the ignorant, egoistic fellow, is stronger with his so many vasanas for the worldly bhoga. इतना खचरा से मेरा दिल भरा हुआ है. First, that has to be recognized. Then, we have to have desire to eliminate them. And we should know the only Lord can do it. Then invoke the Lord for that. Once that is done, then what's my next job? The Lord asks, so it is left to you, Lord. Then Lord gives any of these three results as we said now. But all this will happen slowly, slowly when we are nirantara in the Shravana. That is why, see, daily puja, then only you are in touch with Lord. Daily Sandhya Vandanadi, then only the Buddha is made sharp by Lord Surya. Daily all yajnas done so that we are always worried, concerned about our contribution to the society. Daily our duties we do, which gives us livelihood. More than all of that, daily Tattva Shravanam, Purana Shravanam, Patanam or Shravanam. To Tattva Shravanam, we are in touch with the absolute truth. Through Purana Shravanam and Patanam, we are in touch with the Lord who is managing the show of the entire world. Nowhere we should miss, but somehow, for any or every reason, all have gone. Purana Patnam, 0 ho gaya. Tattva Shravanam, 0 ho gaya. Doing the duty in the world with the duty orientation, chala gaya. And morning upasanas, yajnas, wo bhi nahi hai. What are we doing? Just some academic education, finding some job, and earning money, using it for the bhoga every day and tired and sleep, only again next day. Exactly like animals. They get up, go and hunt their food, they eat, they come, again sleep in night, again they get up. उनको कोई बुद्धि नहीं है, हमारा बुद्धि रहने का फायदा नहीं. At now we are like that. All this should be replaced by Tivra, Atyanta Tivra, Abhilasha. For like they are Krishna Darshana Lalasaha. All these gopikas, we should also have that Krishna Darshana Lalasata, Krishna Anugraha Lalasata, Krishna Kripaya, all the Kalidiyosha Nirmulana Lalasa. They won't just come. That's what we're so lucky. Two topics of 10th, 12th are so going closely. What Uddhavji said there, Krishna Bhakti Jayate, Dana, Vrata, Tapo, Upasana, Puja, Japa, Niyama, and Anyahi Shreyobihi, Krishna Bhakti Prajayate. See that? Theoretically knowing se nahi hota when we do practically. Therefore, what we have to become a devotee after 10 years or 10 lives, for that, what every day we are doing, all the upasana, etc., become the cause if we do. Before we start doing intensely, we should be convinced. All these satsangas repeatedly on the same topic are to give us the required conviction. And those people who are, when repeatedly listening, feeling the boredom, the same thing we are listening, are the most unfortunate, undeserving fellows. How? Because they stop listening. Then gone, the chance is gone. But those who, through this repeated listening, becoming deeper in the conviction about the sadhanas to be done to make the Lord establish in the heart, they are the most fortunate ones. Those people, after conviction, start doing the sadhanas, vidya, tapa, whatever they are said there, what they are said here, and uparvi, sutta sankitito dhyata, pujitas chadruto viva, we will be involving in them. On the whole, Bhagavan should enter into my heart, he should remove all the Kali dosha, then he should give me salokya samipya sarupya sahijya mukti, he should give me brahmanubhuti. These things should become stronger as we are listening to these topics. हो रहा है कि नहीं देखो, होना है तो very lucky we are. Be conscious about it. At this very moment, close the eyes, look into the heart. Is the thought there कि भगवान कृष्ण का भक्ति बढ़ जाए, कृष्ण मेरे हृदय में आ जाए, कृष्ण removes all the kali dosha of kama krodha adi vikara, and then the Krishna kripa se I will have the jnana mukti while living. After that, the videha mukti are reached to Bhagavan's lok. Why क्या thought strongly है क्या, clearly है क्या, undoubtedly है क्या, without impurified with any other dissimilar thoughts? This is happening, we are on right track. Because that's the purpose of Sri Shukadevji telling these things towards the end of his lectures, towards the end of his talks, towards the end of the Bhagavatam. Okay, so we have seen exhaustively all these portions. Then the Kalka Shlokta example. Yata hemni stitah vahnihi dhatujam durvarnam hanti. Just like the fire entered into the gold, melts and removes those other metals which are impurifying the gold. And makes the gold absolutely free, pure from all other alloys or mixtures. Same way, Krishna Gurudeva. Same way, evam, in the same way, Atmagataha Vishnu. Now I will not repeat all that Chittagataha, Hrudgataha, Atmagataha differences. कल बता दिया पूरा एग्जॉस्टिवली, आई नॉट से. आत्मगतः विष्णुः योगिनाम अशुभाशयम् हन्ति. That word you have to add here. All the ashubha ashaya is samskara, vasana. Klesha karma vipaka ashayehi aparamrushta purusha vishesha ishvara. Ashayas are vasanas. So all the ashubha ashayas, vasanas, samskaras, ayuta janma, लाखों जन्मों में हमने जो इकट्ठा किया, हंति, all of that is removed by Vishnu, of whom yogina, which yogi? Bhakta yogi. When that bhakta yogi becomes so close to Paramatma, see the connection, Atmagataha. And what we concluded as Navada Bhakti, what is the ninth one? Atma Nivedanam. See that connection established. We studied Shruta, Sankirta, Dhyata, Pujita, Adruta. Then we took up Shravanam, Kirtana, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pasavam, Atsvandanam, Asyam, Sakyam. What was the ninth one? Atma Nivedanam. And what he is talking here, Shukadevji, again the Atma Nivedana only. Atmagata Vishnu means the Vishnu to whom the Atma Arpana is done. Atmagata Vishnu. हृदय के अंदर आत्मा में प्रवेश किया विष्णु. सो एक्चुअली ना स्मरण सबसे ज्यादा हमारा किसका होता है? अहम का होता है. सो अहम से ज्यादा स्मरण कृष्ण का जब होता है, उसका अर्थ हो गया कृष्ण आत्मगत हो गए. एंड इवन दो वी डू द अहम स्मरण ऑल द टाइम, दैट इज जीव अहम स्मरण. वाई द आत्मा अहम का स्मरण नहीं होता? बिकॉज इट्स नॉट ए स्मरण वस्तु. इट इज आत्मा इज एन अनुभव वस्तु. दैट इज ए स्मरण ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द वृत्ति. उसका भी हमें निरोध करना है. इज इट नॉट? प्रमाण विपर्य विकल्प निद्रा स्मृतया. तो परमात्मा का अनुभव होता है, जीव भाव का स्मरण होता है. सो ऑल द टाइम वी आर इन जीव अहम जीवोस्मि स्मरण ओनली. More than that smarana of the Lord, when you do or reach to that level, then Atmagataha Vishnu is achieved. At that level, Bhagavan will remove all Ashubhashayas, all the Vasana Samskaras. Okay? And the Vasana Samskaras are mainly for the Bhoga of the Jagatika Pancha Vastus through the Indriya Adi. So to the Manasika Bhoga of the Asaktis Ityadi, Bauddhika Bhoga of some respect and reverence, etc. So this is what is the Ashayas we have. vasanas. So all that asaya Bhagavan will wash away. Example is given, just like the fire entered into the gold, removes those things which are impurifying the gold. So to the Vishnu Bhagavan entering into our Atma Bhava or Atma Gataha will clear off all the Ashubhayasayas of us, the yogis, the Bhakta yogis who have done the above said Bhakti sadhanas. Okay, this is how we have done yesterday. Now today one shloka we take, only one. They take 2 minutes or 10 minutes. But what it is, a list of sadhanas are mentioned. Like it was said by Uddhavji also there to Gopikas. Having mentioned all this list of sadhanas, Shukadevji कहते हैं, they all are meant for purity. But all of them will not purify the heart as much as the purity we get when the Lord is made Atmagata or Lord is made Hrudgataha. Therefore, your attention through all these sadhanas should not be for any phala of the sadhanas, should not be only mechanical, should not be external. Every of these sadhanas should see to it that the Lord is made to establish in heart and He is replacing the aham. Then only the purification happens. And like the case of Gopikas, none of the sadhanas they have done above, which are being mentioned, but they have had Krishna Atmagataha. That is what our Uddhavji also said. You know, that beautiful shloka, कितना बढ़िया था वो, आपको याद है ब्रह्मज्ञानी लोग? What is that कि यूयम यत् कृष्णाख्यम पुरुषम वृणीताः, then सर्वात्म भावः अधिकृतः. You know how wonderfully the Lord, the Bhagavata Acharya Parampara, made us to interpret this shloka. Do you remember? 15 minutes back we saw this Sarvatma Bhava you developed on Krishna. This is the sentence said by Uddhavji. We said in general Sarvatma Bhava means in all the beings seeing the Atma or Krishna. But that doesn't relate here because that is a Jnana ka bhava hai. Therefore here Sarva Atma Bhava with Krishna means what? Atma is Panchakoshas. So Sarva Atma Bhava with Krishna means what? They have made Krishna only as their Anna Prana Mano Vijnana. Did we explain that? See? Perfectly. Gopikas are in that stage. So here also, what we have to understand by this word, Sarvatma Bhava, Atmagata means this only. All the sadhanas which we do should lead to this bhavana. We are not there like the Gopikas. Therefore, do all of them. But the aim is this. Whether you do them or not, but if you aim at this also, you can be blessed by the Lord like Gopikas. Gopikas have not done all going to Vedanta study. They have not done extreme tapasyas, exhaustive upasanas, pujas, abhisheka, tirtha yatra. अरे इधर से उधर भी वहीं रहते हैं लोग वृंदावन में. Maximum once in a year they go to Mathura to pay their taxes. That's it. Hope you are understanding. Again I will repeat. In the next shloka we are given a list of sadhanas. All those sadhanas should lead to the conclusion that in the Hridaya, in the Atma, Bhagavan is to be there replacing the ego. Then he will purify our Vashayas. If the ego still is there, it will hold on to the Ashayas or Vasanas. It will not leave its Vasanas. Like the child. As when he is awake, he will not leave his toys. When he sleeps, then toy ko chhod deta hai. So the toys are our Vasanas. Ego is this child in me. As long as child ego is in me, toy of Vasana doesn't live. When the child is replaced by Krishna, Krishna will remove the Vasanas. So do all sadhanas to reach that. Point 1. So point 2, even without doing sadhanas, you can reach to that sthiti of Atma Arpana to Krishna, wherein all your Panchakoshas are Krishnamayam, like the Gopikas have done. In fact, Gopikas were not formally done by keeping Krishna Vigraha or Rama Vigraha and all, but what they were doing throughout the day was that only. Shrutaha, Sankirtata, Dhyataha. This is what they were doing all through. So, Atma Bhava, Sarva Atma Bhava they got. The idea is what? My Deha is for Krishna. My prana are for Krishna. My mana is for Krishna. My buddhi is for Krishna. My nidradi. Sarvam Krishna arpanam. Sarvam Krishna. That's what. For Krishna only they lived. Krishna said to Uddhavaji while sending the message, is it not? Ki de manmanaskaha madarte tyakta laukikaha. Somehow waiting for my message, they're still holding on their prana. Otherwise, it viraha, they would have died long back. So these are all to be connected. Then only the clarity comes. Then we think, where do we stand in this whole? Nowhere we not stand, not even sit. We are sleeping on. उत्तिष्ठता पहले जागृत हो जाओ निद्रा से, फिर बैठो, फिर उपासना करो. Okay. Now, what are those sadhanas? Just we'll enumerate them. All of them are known to you. You're all Maha Yogis. I have no doubt at all about it. If you have doubt, what can I do? What is your name? My name is Mai. What do you mean by my name is Mai? Yeah, my name is Mai. What do you mean by my name is Mai? Mai bolo na, mera naam Mai. M-Y. M-Y means Swamiji told, Mahayogi. Shortcut form. My name is Mai, Mahayogis. Let us chant it. Vidya tapaha prana nirodha maitri tirtha visheka avrata dana japyaihi na atyanta shuddhim lavatentaratma yatha hrudiste bhagavatyanante. Again, Vidya tapah prana nirodha maitri tirtha visheka vrata dana japyaihi na atyanta shuddhim लभते अंतरात्मा यथा हृदयस्थे भगवती अनंते. Very typical श्लोका it is. Very sublime. Pure heart peoples को ना सुनते ही पकड़ में आता है. निरंकार निष्कल्मष people immediately catch it. One go. If Bhagavan is in my heart, he will take care of it. All my अंतःकरण शुद्धि, I need not worry. बस इतना ही इसका सारांश. पर जो नहीं है इतना प्योर तुरंत पकड़ने को, then they need to be explained. And this thing where we are talking about antaratma shuddhi and what we are talking in the morning of vritti nirodha, both are same. There, shraddha, virya, smriti, samadhi, prajna, purvaka, itaresham, then is there any other way? Ishvara pranidhanadva. See the topic? Suddha Ishvara pranidhana also. Vritti nirodha or asampragnata yoga, vritti nirodha, then finally the atma prapti, kayuna prapti. That is said in yoga bhasha. Morning class panchakosha atita is Vedanta bhasha and it is in bhakti bhasha. But achievement is same. The antakarana is transcended, the panchakoshas are transcended, the vritti nirodha is done. What is that self? That is realized. Brahmatma ke bodha we call Vedanta, Swarva Pradishta and Kaivalya we call in Yoga, Antakarna Shuddhi and Bhagavad Ananya Saranagati, then with Bhagavad Krupa, Salokyadi Mukti we call in Bhakti. That's it. Okay. The fourth line I tell you first. Na Atyanta Shuddhim Lavate Antaratma. By the above said sadhanas, the Antaratma, Antakarna will not be as purified as Yatha Hrudiste Bhagavati Anante, as when हृदय में भगवान अनंत को आपने बिठाया. Therefore, are they important or not? Not and yes also. Not important if they are not leading to establish the Lord in our heart. And they are very important if they are all done for making the Lord stationary in our heart. Therefore, although means are important at the time of following the means, always remember, means are means only. We have to mind the goal. Goal is Bhagavan in the heart. Clear? Second thing is what? These sadhanas, without Bhagavan kept in the heart, also help us in purifying. But not as much purification they do as the bhakti does. That is how comparatively the bhakti mahima, Shukadevji is telling. And that's why Bhagavata has become a bhakti grantha, because it started with that, ending with that. Bhakti can never be complete without jnanam. Therefore, Satyam Param Dhimahi also again and again explained to us. Okay. Now, what are the sadhanas which are used or done for the Antakarna Shuddhi, yet not as great as the Hridayastha Bhagavan. First one is Vidya. In Vedantic Bhasha, in this Bhasha, many a time the word you have to be very careful. When you use the word Paravidya, Atma Vidya, Tattva Vidya, Brahma Vidya is Paramatma Vidya. When it is not used and when it is word Vidya used in continuation with some other words like Tapa Prana, in this context Vidya means Upasana. Okay? Paravidya is also Moksha Vidya. That is Brahmanubhuti giving Upanishad Vidya. But other than that, in other contexts, when the Vidya word is used, it means Upasana. Like in Ishavasya. Avidya Murtyun Tirtva Vidya Amrutam Ashnute. Anya Devahur Vidya, Annadahur Avidya. There the Vidya is Upasana, Avidya means Karma Kanda. This is a Vedic way of using those words. उस उपनिषद के काल में उन शब्दों को यूज करते थे. That's why we need Shankara Bhagavan, like the commentators who will have to give correct meaning so that we don't get misunderstanding. Okay, so here Vidya means Upasana. Already which we have discussed above. Again, every one of them I will not do. So with variety of the Upasanas, our Antakarna Shuddhi happens. See, tomorrow is Holi, today is Holika Dahanam. So the Bhakti ka Vijay. Holika tried to kill Prahlada, but she herself got burnt. So Bhagavad Bhakti ka Vijay ka kal Tyohar. Then we'll have Yugadi on 22nd. Sri Ram Navami on 1st April or sometime. Yeah. 29th or 30th, 31st. So those occasions we do the Upasanas. Continuously there are festivals. Every day there are Nitya Upasana, Puja that helps us in maintaining the purity of heart. And that is why in today's world, in whichever the house or family, the pujas are done regularly, the impact of Kali is at least comparatively less. The children also, we can't say as great as Prahlad and Nachiketa, but little decent. But in those houses where no upasanas are done at all, if those children have brought their earlier samskara, bach gaye, otherwise satyanash. Because upasana is not done every day. They are not taking the tirtha or prasada. They are not feeling the sound of the ghanta or shanka or the smell of agarbatti or decoration of the mandira or mantrocharana. ये कुछ भी नहीं सुन रहे लोग. And what they are listening? Only the jazz music. Good morning 5 o'clock, Brahma Muhurta. And then what will their mind be? All of Kali only. Kinchit भी spirituality नहीं रहेगा. आई हैव सीन इन माई लाइफ. कभी कभी मेरे को आता है थॉट, मैं तो तुरंत निकाल देता हूँ उसको, क्योंकि उसका मेरा फायदा कुछ नहीं. कि द चिल्ड्रन हु आर बोर्न इन फ्रंट ऑफ माई आईज 25 years back, now they are 25, their parents have never taught, or grandparents, spiritual anything to them. They gave them food, education, they have sent for hostels and all. कुछ spirituality उनको नहीं दिया. I really pity those children for having these useless grandparents. In some other reason, I see the children are born, हम देख रहे हैं, but they are learning, they are growing, they are spiritual because of teachings by parents and grandparents. The parents force them to learn Gita and go for Gita competitions, and they send them for bhajana, kirtana. They teach them some bhakti Gitas even for the competition's sake. So knowingly or unknowingly, their parents are giving, those parents giving those children some samskar. The other parents or grandparents, गधे पे घोड़े पे बैठ के घूमने का या स्विमिंग वगैरह करने का, all these worldly bhoga sambandhi they are giving, but not this. They are unfortunate. So too, I know some parents or even their children, उनका birthday आते ही they give one Bhagavata book, children related, how to the grammar. The other fellows only खेल खिलाड़ खेलने वाले चीजें, खाने वाले चीजें, they only they give as gift. We should also know what gifts we have to give to children and all. Samskar की बात मैं कह रहा हूँ. Vidya I am discussing today. Only one word. The effect of the upasanas on the minds of us in purifying our antakarana, protecting it from the influence of the Kaliyuga. Is it not? There are two things. When you follow negativity, we'll never remember positive. When you keep doing some positive things, whenever the negative comes, a guilt will come to us. At least a protecting thought will come. Yeah, like the Brahmanas nowadays. If they remember that they are born to Brahmana Kula, they have to maintain that Brahmanatva. Will they do all this non-veg of drinks and eating non-veg, which many of them are doing nowadays? They have forgotten their identity. Therefore, they are lost like anybody else. I'm just giving an example because very alarming. If the Brahmanas give up this Brahmanatva, then who are there to guide the world? People will take them as an example. ब्राह्मण का रक्षण होते से ही जगत का, धर्म का, शास्त्र का, अच्छाई सच्चाई अहिंसा आदि का रक्षण होता है. If they themselves destroy themselves, but nobody can tell them now. Because at home, the parents are not doing all the upasanas and all. Children are therefore not exposed to this. Very alarming thing. No, I can't talk on this for hours together. मैं तो देखता ही रहूंगा. मेरे हाथ में क्या है, स्वाध्याय करो, सत्संग करो, आपने आपके रक्षा करो, जो आए उनसे डिस्कस, इतना ही I can do. My approach is only this much. But the effect of vidya, upasana, you do every day 30-40 minutes, morning and evening. Make your children, grandchildren. The only support which protects us from ourselves is our upasana. Take it for granted. Final. At that altar only we can tell our dukkhas. At that altar only we can express our desires. At that altar only we can pray. Oh Lord, I am getting lost in my negative. Please protect me. That Lord will play His own miracle, His own way. He will see to it that He will protect our heart from the negativities. Only way. Give your children that upasana. अभी करो आपके बच्चे, even if they are 50 years. Doesn't matter, so what? कभी भी स्टार्ट करते हैं, उपासना कर सकते हैं ना. You get a good vigraha from any of the places and give to your child. So बेटा देखो हर दिन अब थोड़ा ओम नमः शिवाय 108 बार बोल के वो जल चढ़ाओ और जल का तीर्थ के रूप में घर में सब ले लो. We're not telling to do all रुद्राभिषेक and all. अब इतना भी नहीं करवा रहे हो अपने बच्चों से. You are a शत्रु to them. Their प्रारब्ध you are. हिम्मत नहीं है, ताकत नहीं है. You tell them they have to do. You blackmail them. Do something. Daily कहो, मैसेज भेजते जाना उनको. You know, even they don't care you, insult you, all that. हमारे मरने के बाद एक दिन जब वो बुढ़े होते हैं ना, तब याद आएगा उनको. Like the mango plant planted is for getting fruits after 20 years. Same way, like we are studying all our shastras for our next life. अभी के लिए नहीं, अभी तो प्रारब्ध चल रहा है. So to what you insist on your children for the upasana, immediately they may not do, but one day the God grace will come because of your intensity and prayer that उनको realize होगा. नहीं कहोगे तो नहीं कहा मेरे पापा ने, that negative authority will remain. And when anybody tells है तो वो तो मेरे बाप ने भी नहीं बोला, तुम कौन हो? Is it not? They will take that as an authority. My father never told me to do puja. Who are you? Very, very sinful thing. Therefore, vidya. Because that altar, doing puja every day, with Shraddha, even for 20 minutes, Bhagavan is so much seated to take care of your house, the other people, the relations, mainly your own heart. Otherwise, why will our Naradadi, Vyasadi, great Jnani Yogi, why will they give us this process of vidya or upasana? वो उसका उतना फायदा नहीं है, तो क्यों देंगे वो लोग हमको? Imagine. Authority we should see now, who have given all this to us. So विद्या का जरूरी है अंतकरण को शुद्ध रखने के. Otherwise, day by day, the prabhav of the Kali, we only destroy ourselves. Choice is अपना. Decided कुछ दो या ना दो बच्चों को, पोतों को, ये तो दे दो विद्या बस. ये न केन प्रकारेण उनसे भगवान का स्मरण कराओ बस. हाँ दादाजी कहेगा वो, वाट दादाजी डू इट दैट्स इट, जनरल आई टॉक टू यू. कुछ भी करो, जैसे वो नालायक लोग आपको ब्लैकमेल करते हैं कि नहीं, एंड देन यू आर ए लायक, यू कैन आल्सो मेक ब्लैकमेल. Even if you are blackmailing, they don't listen. I mean, they don't deserve your time and love. Okay? Instead of them, adopt 3 or 4 slum children, give them food, give them clothing, and you teach them some good values. That is better than encouraging this nonsense. I call it nonsense. The grandparents, parents are nonsense if they are not teaching Vidya to their children, grandchildren. Children, grandchildren don't listen to these, then they are nonsense. They need not stay together only. Leave that useless. Itna strong मैं कह रहा हूँ because Bhagavatam is ending here. Shukadevji's teachings are coming to end conclusion. Instead of that, the servants, ये जो होते हैं ना लोग, उनको दे दो, वो लोग कम से कम सुनेंगे आप. Very practical way I'm talking. Is it not? But for all of that, we have to do first. I have capacity to tell you to do the vidya because I am doing it every day. मैं खुद ही नहीं करूँ तो मेरे को हिम्मत कहाँ होगा इतना बोलने का. मैं कर रहा हूँ daily, unbroken. That is what is keeping the health intact, giving us this ability to talk on Shastra, protecting us, slowly molding our minds toward the Lord. ये सब उपासना बल से ही हर दिन जितना भी कर सकते हैं. You understand? Your Swarga, your Moksha, everything is there in the Upasana Mandir. Vidya. I to tell every child once in a week or twice a week, in every school and college should do the 15-minute Upasana. Just like they have lunch boxes, you have the books kit, they should have the Upasana kit also. Every child, 40 crore bache India. And every day when they do, how much the divinity is invoked. Can any more the Kali Dushtata will stay in the earth? Can it? But this is practical thing, but nobody cares it. Government also does. They give laptop, they give every khana pocket mein dete hain, vidya pocket, सब free. But the real thing they don't give. Secularism, third class. I tell you, as soon as possible, India should become Hindu country. Anybody are against Hindu, kick them out of our India, send somewhere else, let them go. Like in Varanasi, crore rupee dekar, that whole land is purchased by the Prime Minister near the temple, and all of that made is as Kashika. Nobody knows the secrets there. How not even one fellow has raised a voice? Because 2 lakh के कमरे को 10 लाख देकर उनको वहां से दफा कराया. Because those useless fellows should go away from the vicinity of Kashi Vishwanath. It was achieved. Same way those who are against Hinduism in which they sent outside. Then make the country purely Hindu, Sanatana Dharmi. Then in that, along with your education, all that, include Upas. My main point is this. Why this has to be talked the nonsense? Because those are the reasons shown for not doing this most sacred thing. When that is maintained from the school, college level, wherever the Naukari they go, everywhere they do it, throughout life we are in contact with the Lord, then how can the Kali will enter individually or totally? Why these calamities, these criminalities, how will they happen? This the solution by changing the laws, by changing constitutions, by changing ministries, by impositions. नहीं होता हो. From the beginning, you have to give these seeds. At least some state, at least Uttar Pradesh, which is little better, शायद कम से कम उधर कृष्ण का जन्म, राम का जन्म, विश्वनाथ जी उधर ही है. कम से कम वो लोग करें कि हर स्कूल कॉलेज में उपासना. बस हो जाए. विद्या का आज बात हो गया. What is tapaha, what is prana nirodha, what is maitri, and each of them, how they help us in removal of the inner impurities. After talking all that, more than all these things is when you see to it that all the time the Lord is in your heart, that will make the purification of heart more better. That's how this shloka's power, shloka's importance. उसको 2 शब्द में भी बोलकर खत्म कर सकते, बट आई एम नॉट सेटिस्फाइड. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य प्राणायापान ब्रह्मणे स्वः ब्रह्मार्पणम् मध्ये मध्ये अमृतपानस्तपाद कृष्णातामल नीराजनं स्यामि. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन बालगोपाल वेणुगानलोल वेदांत वेद्य नवनीत चोर भक्तजनाधार परम दया भारती मुक्ति संदायक गीतामृतदात परम योगीश पार्थ सारथि रूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगलम् ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेम विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य वासः सर्वमिदं विभादेव नारायण नमो ब्रह्मादि व्यो ब्रह्मविद्या ब्रह्मवेदिनगु बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वेदव्यास शुकदेव सुनकादि समस्त भागवत महापुराण आचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। Lord, please bless us to always have you in our heart, purely, truly, deeply, with extreme, intense devotion and saranagati. May we have that buddhi vikasa, where we surrender ourselves to you in the heart and allow you to do the jobs of removal of impurities and giving the tattva jnanam. Om Shanti. Thank you. We'll see our Adhyatma Ramayanam thoda sa. Let us meet Shabari. कल मिले थे हम उनको. Excellent text we have selected. All the 6. मजा आ रहा है मेरे को तो.